Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing on this Friday? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. So, I want to come in and make a video about the Department of Education. It's definitely on the chopping block, and a lot of people are upset and confused about this issue. Now, there were three main goals that the Department of Education was trying to implement when they first came out. Was one was the Ministry of Federal Funding for Education, and two was collect and analyze data on schools and students, and also enforce educational laws that civil rights were have equal access to. So before I proceed, I'm gonna put a small clip here and let you all hear this gentleman talk about the Department of Education.
The problem with shutting down the Department of Education is most people think of the Department of Education for the loans and after school services they provide and things like that. But the biggest problem with the Department of Education is it's not actually doing anything to make students better in any shape or form. What is it's doing is getting people hooked on the benefits that the Department of Education provides. So what this administration wants to do is it wants to completely revamp it in a way that it actually is good for the students. Therefore, basically saying that like not everybody will get the same handouts because the states will choose which school is actually better. And what it's going to do is it's going to bring back the competitiveness that is needed for schools to say, you know what, we actually have to do better so that we can get more of these grants and more of these programs and more of these benefits. It's a good thing. You want your schools to be competitive instead of just everybody getting the same crap because it's not doing anything. As a matter of fact, it just supports the democratic logic where everybody should get handouts, everybody should get a trophy, everybody should be able to be on unemployment, everybody should be hooked on benefits because these benefits are way better than you actually working hard for your own, self development and stuff like that. So that is the reason why the Department of Education is getting dismantled, is so that it can actually start benefiting people. We do not have a very smart America, unfortunately, and that is something that is not making us look good. Just look at China and how they're raising their kids over there. Those kids are doing all kinds of crazy math and stuff like that. We want our kids to be just as smart and as intelligent. So that's why we have to dismantle the Department of Education.
So there you have it, guys. The Department of Education needs to be revamped or dismantled because the children are failing. Now, this has been going on for a very long time. We have students that are in the eighth grade that can't read or can't even do basic math. Can you believe that this has been going on for a long time? When they take those assessments, tests through the state, you can see that they're failing. They're not doing well. So Trump, he signed an executive order to do away with the Department of Education and give it back to the states. As we can see around the world, like in China, they are a lot smarter than the children over here in the U.S. I mean, they just know so much more than our students. I mean, it's a variety of reasons of why the Department of Education is failing. It could be that, the children, they're not catching on to the way the teachers are teaching. I know when I was growing up, which is a long time ago, I'm not that old, but they don't even teach the way we used to teach. I remember my daughter coming home one day and she was trying to do some math. I can't remember exactly what it is. So I was trying to show her how to do it. And she was like, Ma, we that's not how we do it. That's not how we do it. I think they need to get back to the basic way of doing math and science and things like that. I mean, because like I say, with the situation with me and my daughter, we both came up with the same answer, but she will go through this whole big drawn out way of doing things when there's just a more simpler way to do it. But I thank God that my daughter, she's 13. She's going to the eighth grade. She is a 4.0 straight A student. She has never had any issues with going to the schools here in the suburbs. But again, they are going to be doing away with it because the children are failing. The parents are not happy. and it's about competing. We need to be competitive. We need to be competitive, and so it's going to go back to the states now. Students who have disabilities, they will be protected. Let me say that again. Students who have disabilities, they will be protected. But as far as the regular children, uh, they are going to do away with the educational system as we know of it today because it is failing. I mean, they get $20,000 per pupil. And what is going on? Why are the students failing? I mean, is it that the children they just don't want to learn? I think it's a broad range of things. In these classrooms, they get anywhere between 25 to 40 students that a teacher is trying to teach. The children, they don't want to learn. They have behavior problems, and the teachers are literally stressed out. A lot of teachers have resigned from teaching. They have a shortage of teaching, uh, a shortage of teachers, rather. The teachers, they don't want to teach anymore. They feel so stressed out. When they come, they feel like, okay, they're a parent or either they're a babysitter. They literally cannot teach. So something needs to be done, and hopefully by Trump signing this executive order, and it will pass, um, we can get on the right track with giving this back to the state. Now, I do believe in school choice. I think the parents should have a right to send their kid to whatever school they feel, especially if they are straight A students like my daughter. I mean, they should be able to be in some of the top schools in the U.S. Now, as far as for children who are not passing, that's another story. I mean, I wouldn't want to say they should go to failing schools, but they need to figure out what needs to be done to help those students. Again, it's just not really good. It's like the children, they come to school, they don't want to learn. And I mean, parents have to be involved as well. Parents have to be involved in their kids' education. Try to go to PTA meetings if you can. I know it's a little difficult because people are working, but try your best to be involved in your child's education. Again, I thank God because I don't have that problem with my daughter. She is just really very intelligent. I have never had any issues with her initially failing any of her classes. She'll be going to the eighth grade, and then after eighth grade, she'd be going to high school, one of the top high schools here in the suburbs of Illinois. So again, guys, what do you guys think about doing away with the Department of Education? Do you think it has failed our children? Do you think they should leave it alone? I mean, like I say, this is nothing that has just started since Trump got in office. This has been for a long, long time. When you look at the education around the world compared to the U.S., U.S. is like number 40 on the list, if I'm not mistaken. But they are all the way down on the list, meaning they are not doing well at all. So again, guys, give me your opinion and tell me what you think about them doing away with the Department of Education. Yeah, they're gonna dismantle it. They're gonna dismantle it because it's not working out, and then hopefully we can give it back to the states and see what they will do. But something definitely needs to be done because children are failing. You got fourth eighth graders that can't do basic reading or math. You got children in the fourth grade that can't do basic reading or math either. What is really going on? What is really going on with the children and the fact that they are failing in the Department of Education? So give me you guys' opinion and let me know what you think about it. And then I'll come back in later and respond if there's any comments under this video. Okay, you guys have a great day, and wherever you are, be safe and God bless. Bye bye.